Hey everyone, welcome to Little by Little by Liz, my new miniature interior decorating series where I'm going to completely make over a dollhouse in a modern farmhouse style and show you step by step how I do this. I want to not only do this on a budget, which is key, but I really want to try and make as many of the components and pieces that I can. So I'm going to show you the processes of all of my DIY furniture and accessories and plants and the decorating of the interior and exterior. And I'm also going to show you step by step how I've planned out the spaces as well, because as a certified interior decorator, this is the first step for me. I always want to draw out a floor plan and figure out what I'm going to need and how I want to space it, and always allow for changes along the way. Of course, things are going to evolve as I start this project, but I need an initial floor plan to have some direction, and I want to take you guys along on this journey with me. So I'm going to be documenting my entire process from start to finish, and I can't wait for this series. So please hit subscribe because I don't want you to miss anything. So of course, why start with the small dollhouse? I had to jump right into a large scale dollhouse. It has 3 floors and it's double-sided, but this does give me a lot of room to play with designs and what the rooms are going to be allocated for, and really gives me some creative leeway. Now, I am going to be working with the wall situation for this dollhouse, as a lot of it is open right now and it has sliding pieces. I'm going to be taking this apart and adding in more permanent wall structures for the ends so that I can decorate those as well. But for now, let's get into the first section of the dollhouse that I'm going to room plan, which is the kitchen/dining area. The kitchen and the dining is definitely the largest, most open space in the entire dollhouse that I'll be redoing. On the other half of this first floor is going to be the laundry/entry mudroom and home office of the space. The problem I had with this layout on this side of the dollhouse was the direction of the stairs. It wasn't going to work for how I wanted to lay out this space, and I thought it felt awkward running into a wall. So I am going to be flipping these stairs around when I work on the layout. As you can see, the stairs were running in one direction, and when I redo the layout, I'm going to be flipping them to the opposite side so that they come down into the space. I'm also going to be adding in a front door area, and I will be filling in these walls, but this is the approximate location of where I'm going to place the front door. So I started by roughly measuring the dollhouse so I could create this kind of layout on my iPad and rough out the space. For reference, I am using a 1:12 scale for this dollhouse, which means that 1 inch is equal to 1 foot. So this is the rough layout of the first floor with all of the measurements accounted for. And the first space that I'm going to tackle is the kitchen. It has the heaviest weight of the space in terms of all the cabinetry and appliances. So I really wanted to start with that and then as an anchor and then move to the rest of the space. I knew that I wanted to have an island in the dollhouse, and I liked the idea of also having a peninsula where I could have stools so that I can really show off different pieces that I want to create. And I also needed it to flow nicely into the dining area so it didn't look like 2 completely separate spaces. Next, I moved on to my home office. I really wanted to set this up as kind of an office/craft space that's kid-friendly, adult-friendly, and I also wanted to accommodate a laundry room in the space beside it. So after creating my mini laundry room with stacked washer and dryer, I moved on to the front entry. Okay, so this is the final floor plan for now of my first floor. And I did kind of do a collage of photos to show you what inspirations I was pulling for furniture and decor to design this space as I went. So a lot of my photos came off of Pinterest, things that I've loved over time and have saved for my own home or future home. And I really wanted to incorporate all of these onto the floor plan so you could really get a good idea of what I'm going for here. So for the kitchen, I really wanted an open feeling space with not a lot of upper cupboards, some open shelving, stools at a peninsula, and a farmhouse apron sink, just really welcoming and inviting and something fun that I can play around with as DIY to create these pieces. And for the dining area, I really wanted to make sure I had a really nice wood looking table with black accent chairs, because I'm going to be pulling black in different ways throughout most of this dollhouse. And I really wanted to incorporate a coffee nook of some kind, or a coffee bar, so that's also going to be nestled in between the peninsula and the dining room. So for the home office, I really want it to be kid-friendly and adult-friendly. So I'm going to have a workspace with a desk for computer work. I'm going to have the entire back wall filled with storage and craft space, and probably make a mini Cricut because I think that would be awesome. And then the center of the room is more designated towards a children's space, where I'm hoping I'll make a miniature dollhouse to put on the table in the center there as an extra special touch. Next on the list is the entry and laundry room. So I was really hard pressed to find a good entry spot for this main floor. So I'm going to sneak it into the side here by the stairs, and under the stairs I'm going to have kind of a little mini mudroom bench with a rug, and then nestled into that little L-shaped wall section will be my laundry room, where I'm going to have a stacked washer and dryer, a mini apron sink for washing, and hopefully a hanging section as well, and just make it look really nice and presentable, since you are going to be entering the house that way. So this is the final dream board / mood board and inspiration for my main floor, for the pieces and style and colors and vibes that I'm going for here. And it's just going to hopefully keep me on track as I'm decorating and designing this first floor and pulling everything together. I can't wait to bring you guys along with me while I do this. So like I said at the beginning of the video, please like, subscribe, and hit notifications so that you can find out when I make my next video on the second floor of this dollhouse.